Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah.
A technician and a scientist. A technician is extremely expert in whatever job he is doing. And he may at times outwit the performance of the scientist. But he is limited to that one particular small little thing, not beyond that. But a scientist is able to peep beyond the obvious and discover which is not recognized by an average person. In the same manner, a wise man and other wise man, they have this difference. Otherwise person is extremely street smart, how to do the things, get the things done. But when it comes to his own life or her own life, he is an utter failure. See? Therefore, we have to understand not only our interaction with the world through our mind, but we also have to understand what happens inside when we are interacting with the world. See? So our mind has got two aspects. One aspect is that it is able to perceive the world and the things are cognized through the mind. This is the perception aspect. But the mind doesn't stop here. The mind goes one step further. Perception is followed by projection. And when the projection overpowers the perception, then the projection is mistaken as perception. See? I look at a girl, perception. I project. God has made her only for me. Projection. And thereafter, the girl disappears. And she is made for me. That alone becomes the reality. And if someone comes in my way, he must be erased. See, friends. Therefore, these two aspects of the mind should be recognized. Perception is a healthy aspect of the mind. Projection is the unhealthy aspect of the mind. Perception can be controlled. See? I don't want to look at him. So I close my eyes. Control. I may control the perception, projection, but why he is here? Why he is not going? Inside, you can't stop that. See, friends. And the real problems are not because of perception. They are created because of projection. See? Now we all function through the mind. Did it ever occur to us that this is happening? It never occurs. Because we are preoccupied with the world which is seen by the mind, which is shown by the mind. Like I gave in the morning meditation class example, when we are busy with what is illumined by the light, our attention will never go to the light. But when whatever is illumined by the light, it makes no difference to us, then our attention can go to the light. In the same manner, what is perceived by the mind, when that becomes secondary, it is no more influencing our mind. then alone we can focus on the mind and the functioning of the mind. See, it is for this reason we were told, Dhyayato Vishayan Pamsaha Sangasteshu Upajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Vijayate Krodhan Bhavati Sammoha Sammoha Smriti Vibhramaha Smriti Bhramshat Buddhinashaha Buddhinashat Pranashyati. Step by step we start falling. See? Therefore, the difference between the wise and otherwise is here. Now, once this is known by the otherwise man, what the otherwise man does, he starts teaching others. Otherwise are those who are struggling to make others wise, and they continue themselves to be otherwise. See? Therefore, never take a position of a guru in life. Remain always the seeker of truth. The moment we become guru, we close all the doors and windows, and no wisdom is allowed to come to us because we are already wise. We have reached saturation of wisdom. See? Therefore, what should the otherwise man do? He should now work on the mind. And what is working on the mind? Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasya upajayate. We all live in this world with some attitude. When the attitude changes, what are the attitudes? First is negative attitude. It is replaced by positive attitude. And it is transcended by no attitude. Prasada buddhi is living without any biasness 24/7. Spontaneity becomes the expression of life. Whenever things are spontaneous, there is no body behind those actions. See? It is not a prepared thing. I tell you what happens prepared things and without preparation. This happened in where? Detroit, Michigan. Many years before. That time I was young, handsome. Really I was. Doubting I had to say again and again. And 3 of us were called for addressing one conference. There was one very elderly Jain saint. Second was me. Third was one Professor Rao. He was from UK. I don't know where is he, who is he, what is he. And 3 of us were introduced. This is Swamiji, and it is impossible to know about him. He keeps on bluffing, so I will not talk anything. This was my introduction. Then about the other Swamiji from the Jain Sampradaya, he was told, because they are given proper rating. And about the Professor Rao, he is professor, he has guided so many students in PhD, he has published so many books, and he is a master in Vedanta, and he has written commentaries on this and blah, 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 blah. And while doing this, the person who was introducing, he made a mistake. What was the mistake? He said, now our third honorable speaker is Mr. Rao. Excuse me, Dr. Rao. See? How much we get obsessed. And then, first of all, that elderly Swamiji from Jain Sampradaya, he spoke. And he came up to a point and then he said, now I will request Swamiji to take over. Like a relay, So, wherever he left the thought, from there I took over. And I fired for 1 hour. And then I said, now I hand over to Dr. Rao. Now he saw these two Babajis talking freehand, and he had a dozen books and bookmarks and dog-eared pages, and with that we went to the podium. And after we went there, he started firing without looking into the book. After 10 minutes he said, you will all excuse me, I do not know what I am talking. Let me read my lecture. And then he read his lecture, which was most unwanted in that particular point. See, friends, whenever we are prepared, we are not in the present. And when we are present, in the present, we are always prepared. See the difference? When you are in the present, you are prepared. No accidents happen. But when you are already prepared, and suddenly there is a detour, and then you start becoming, I don't know, I never knew, why? You have already planned, I will go by this route. You may plan, but there is someone sitting above your head. He is playing fool with you. Understand? See, friends. Therefore, prasade sarva dukkhanam. Prasad is living without any attitude in life. Let the life be lived through us. See? Net result, dukkhanam hanihi upajayate. All the miseries, they are not solved. Then they are dissolved. Never try to solve a problem. Dissolve the problem. And the problem is dissolved when this fictitious, non-existing entity called as Mr. I. he disappears. Therefore, prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasya upajayate. Now, how to dissolve this I? Only one way. And that is prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi paryavatistate. When you are all cheerful and happy, you are not carrying any load on your mind. Take 2-3 examples. A boy, labor, coolie, maybe 12 years, like that. He is given a huge load on his head, NRI suitcases. When the NRIs come, you know the meaning of NRI? Non-residential Indians. But in India we call them not required Indians, NRI. So when they come to India, they must have left India maybe 30 years, 20 years before, and they feel that India is the same bullock cart age. See? But they do not know India is far well advanced than any so-called advanced countries, The number of, where I was, in Europe somewhere, Holland probably. So, I was talking to somebody and have you seen, this is called as a cell phone. So, really? I can act fool very easily. Really? Cell phone? Where is the cell? No. It doesn't have any wire. Oh God. Without wire, how can you talk? See, I will show you. See? My God. Do you have cell phones in India? I said, we don't have even phones. No, this is the latest technology. And then I asked him, how many cell phones must be in your country? Maybe 1 million? 1 million. In India, we may be having, what is the population of your country? 10 times the population of your country. We have cell phones with the cobbler on the roadside. Really? Yes. See? So, these NRIs have this notion that India is still, that time when Britishers were ruling and destroying, that is the still India persisting. See? So, they come with such a huge luggage put on the head of that poor boy. And when he is climbing the steps, that time you stop him and tell him the best joke. See, will he laugh? What is the reason? He is under the physical load. One example. So wherever you are under any load, you cannot laugh. This is the bottom line. Second thing. This is the physical load. Second is physiological load. You know physiological load? When you have got very high BP. What is high BP? High bladder pressure. You are sitting there and watching here and there, and your BP is going high and high. Everybody is laughing and enjoying, but you are single-pointedly concentrating. So physical load doesn't allow you to be happy. Physiological load doesn't allow you to be happy. Worse than these two loads is a psychological load on your head. All the time depressed, dejected, there are all comforts around, and this person is comfortably miserable. See, this is only because they are under the load of wrong notions. See, friend. Therefore, we have to begin with this. Anybody makes a mistake of asking you a question, how are you? Don't take a revenge. How are you? Please sit down. I'll sit down. And then you start, Hare Ram Ram. Don't do that. They have made a mistake, it's okay, but don't punish them. Please understand one very basic principle of life. As regards miseries are concerned, we are all self-sufficient. We don't require somebody else's misery. Come, I'll tell you my miseries. No need. Anybody asks you, how are you? Fire out. I am on the top of the world. See? Once you develop this attitude, you will see most of the problems stand dissolved. Problems are nowhere outside. They are only in your imagination. And this is the projection aspect of the mind. See? The other day somebody wrote me, or Swamiji, you told that people go for guru shopping. Yes, I go to that ashram. I like satsang. What is wrong if I go? And I know you told it only because I go somewhere. I even do not recognize that person who has written me. So I wrote, please don't identify yourself. I don't recognize you. You stand deleted from my list. We go on imagining that if people are thinking about us, they have got better worries to do. See, friends, this is all our own mind's projection. You stop the projection of the mind and you are happy. Like a mirror. Just imagine the happiness of the mirror. When a beautiful face comes in front, he is happy. When a cartoon comes, he is still happy. See, friends, therefore, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasya upajayate. This is how the wise people live in this world, and other wise people die in this world. So, नास्ति बुद्धि अयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चा भावयेत शांति है अशांतस्य कुतः सुखम. बुद्धि अयुक्तस्य नास्ति. He who doesn't have yukti, and yoga means a knack. Don't make that word yoga very complicated. I am doing yoga. There is nothing like yoga. See, yoga means a knack. See, when you sit in one posture, it's just a knack. If you get that knack, you can sit in one posture for 6 hours and you are not tired. And if you don't have a knack, then you keep on moving your base like the idli stone, and after the lecture is over, if the chilies are kept below you, chutney is ready. That is also a knack. See, therefore, ayuktasya, he who doesn't have the knack of living. See? Difficulties are for everyone. Who doesn't have difficulties? See? Therefore, ayuktasya buddhi nasti, such a person, he doesn't have proper understanding. Because he is so much buried under his own worries. There are many more beautiful things in this world. See? And we will be able to enjoy the beauty of the world only under one condition. And that condition is we have to remain in the utter present. That is all. Don't carry the load of your past. See? One day one person asked me, Swamiji, you don't remember us. What is the reason? I said, I am expert in forgetting to such an extent that I even forgotten God. He who can forget God, will he remember human beings? See, friends, when you are in the utter present, that experience in that interaction is called as pure love. In pure love, you are 100% available. In partial love, you go and hug by one hand and other hand goes in the purse. Because divided personality. Therefore, prasade, this nasti buddhi ayuktasya, then nachayuktasya bhavana, second thing. He who doesn't have this knack, he is unable to be at home in every place. See, friends, one of the most important spiritual practices, we have to be at home in every place, with every person, under all conditions. It is a freedom given to us by the Lord. One day, one mother has got food for me, like this only. And she had a child, maybe about 6 years or so. Something happened, and therefore he was crying. And the mother was, heating the food, and his fellow non-stop, I said, no, I can't give him one also because I had to take food. So I said, let me change the topic. Then I asked him, I said, hey, I want to put this whole tray of ice cubes into this glass. The glass was still thinner, like this, into this. Will it go? No, it will not go. Then I said, but if I have to put, then what should I do? I don't know. I said, I know. I'll break the glass. When I say like this, even in their crying, he laughed. Not like that. Committed to crying. Commitment. Then I said, but then what should I do? Please tell me, you are intelligent. He said, don't do anything. Then when you leave the ice cubes as it is, they will melt and they themselves will adjust and they will not be uncomfortable. We are all like ice cubes, uncomfortable in every place. But the same ice cubes, when they melt into homogeneous water, whether it is a petri dish or a test tube or a capillary tube, everywhere the water is at home. See, friends, it is only our bhavana. This is all our own projection. If we have to project, why not project something positive? See, nasti buddhi ayuktasya, he doesn't have proper attitude towards life. No bhavana, he is not able to adjust and be at home every place. Such people keep on changing the houses, changing the people, changing the furniture, and ultimately they have to change their life. See, this is not spiritual life. Then, third thing he says, na cha bhavayataha shantihi. And he who is not able to be at home with himself and with the world around, he cannot be at peace at all. And the one who is not at peace can never be happy. Because happiness and peace, they are synonymous, they are not different. A person who is at peace is happy. A person who is happy, he is at peace. See? Therefore, the wise man has understood this, and therefore, when he is living in this world, his attitude is very simple. I'll tell you this attitude, try. I told you probably. Countdown attitude. See? Countdown attitude is such a beautiful one. One day somebody asked me in Bombay, Swamiji, I have come 2-3 times for your lecture Yajna here and there, and I have seen people love you so much. Wherever you go and stay, they take care of you so much. What is the secret? Secret is this. I came to Annette's place. She and her husband, both of them love me. Do you know why? Before I come, they know when I am going. In this world, we have to decide our departure before we arrive. See, friends, we have to be very clear about it. Before the world have to tell us, go away, leave this world. See? When these small little things are taken into life, then you will see wherever you are, whether they are all comforts or all problems, you are counting down 7, 6, 5. See? And as a result, you slowly develop endurance. You develop inner stamina. See, friends. And this is what is the way the wise are. Indriyanam hi charatam janmanon vidhiyate tadasya haradi prajnam vayurnavamimam vasi. But the one who is a victim of his own senses and the mind is following the senses, his condition is explained here so beautifully. Vayurnava ivam vasi. You know, when they do the sailing, here they have got a sailing classes. When they do go for sailing, they erect, that cloth thing, and the air is harvested in such a manner that the boat can be sailed to the direction required. Exactly the same way. The senses are the inlets through which the airs of worldly temptation enters our bosom, and the cloth of the mind is used to sail, and instead of going within our own beautiful abode, we become extrovert and we are carried away. See? Vayurnava ivamasi. Therefore, Bhagavan says here, Tasmat yasya mahabaho nigruhitani sarvashaha indriyani indriyarthebhya tasya prajna pradishtita. Therefore, the bottom line, Tasmat, therefore, he who has perfect control over his sense organs and organs of action, his wisdom alone can be steady. See, this is one of the most important things. What we eat, what we don't eat, what we talk, what we don't talk, what we see, what we don't see. Once we become extremely aware that whatever is happening outside, it is creating a turmoil inside, get away. Don't allow it to enter your bosom. Once I went to Pattaya. Pattaya must have gone, many of you. In that place, there was one movie theater. I don't know what they call it. But whatever scene you see on the screen, your chair also has that kind of movement and all that. Some kind of theater it is. So that movie was there, we went there. There was a board. Those who are pregnant should not go. Those who have got high BP, they should not go. Those who have got heart problem, they should not go. Those who are So when you are going, that person, please read this first before entering. Read. I am not pregnant. I have no blood pressure. I have no heart problem. Yes, you can go. And we entered. And there was one person with me on the left side, one on the right side. Center I was sitting. And the scene on that screen was that our train is going with a huge speed and it falls into a big valley. That was the scene. So, like that train going this way, that way, and our chair also moving. And this person got frightened. Swamiji, let's go out. I can't stand. Something will happen to me. I said, don't have to go anywhere. Close your eyes and hold my hand. See? The moment the eyes were closed, the world cannot influence you. See? That is why our sense organs must be under perfect control. See, friends, we have no business to do anything with the world. So, yasya indriyani indriyarthebhya nigruhitani. He who has this perfect control over his senses, faculties, his wisdom will never get corrupted. Because he has already started his journey within. And such a person is now explained in such a manner which is most difficult to understand. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. When you take a simple translation word to word, it means when the world is sleeping, the wise is awake, and when the world is awake, the wise is sleeping. Means the wise man is the thief. When the world is sleeping, the wise man is awake. See? This is not the meaning. Sarva bhutanam yanisha tasyam jagarti sayyami. Now, first of all, let us understand the word Sayyami. We have spoken about yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, 8 limbs. There are 2 extremes. One side is Yama and second side is Sayyama. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar. Up to here is the external spiritual practice. Then Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. Dharana is control of mind with the parameter of space. Our mind runs in so many places. Dhyana is control of the mind with reference to objects. Our mind is constantly jumping from one object to another object like a monkey on a tree. And Samadhi is we are able to hold our mind in one object, in one place for a long period of time. So Samadhi is with the parameter of time, Dhyana is with the parameter of object, and Dharana is with the parameter of space. When the mind is controlled with reference to time, space and object, together that mind is called as Sanyama, absolute control over mind. See? Such a person, he who has absolute control over the mind, he is called as Sanyami. See? And this Sanyami Purusha, person, wise man, what is his perception? His perception is average, ignorant, otherwise person perceives only the differences and the multiplicity, but unable to cognize the common denominator supporting the plurality. See? For him, multiplicity, differences, they are real. And the world suffers only on account of this one thing. We talk about differences, we discuss differences, and as a result, we differentiate on account of the differences. And ultimately, we get disintegrated. See, no wise man talks about the differences. It doesn't matter whether you are a man or a woman, you are a Christian or a Hindu, you are young or old. It makes no difference for the wise man. For the other wise man, no, all gods are one. There is no doubt about it. No, it is this way. God is one. No doubt about it. But our God, not your God. See? Like, one couple, when they got married, I told them, I said, hey, look here. Now you remember you are one. Okay? Not two. Okay. After 15 years, they themselves came. Swami, do you remember you came for our marriage and you told us? I said, yes, I don't know what I told, but I must have told you something good. So live happily. Swami, we are constantly fighting. Say, why are you fighting? On what issue? What message I gave you when you got married? Swami, you told us that you are one. I said, when you are one, how can you fight? One cannot fight with yourself. No, Swami, our fight is on that. Which one? She or me? Me or she? See? So the otherwise person is all the time lost in the differences. See? Ya Nishas. Nisha means darkness. Darkness is this. Because multiplicity appears to be real. See? Without the homogeneous one space which is without form, the multiplicity of the forms cannot exist. See? If our attention is on the space, the differences are meaningless. If our attention is on the silence, words are meaningless. If attention is on the life, it doesn't matter, human being or animal. See, friends. Therefore, Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam, that which is not even cognized, because in the darkness you cannot cognize. So in the darkness of ignorance, the otherwise people are living, and therefore they are unable to see the divinity pulsating, throbbing in and through the totality. Therefore the wise man's approach to life is fourfold. Towards the elders, the wise man has a respectful attitude. When we respect somebody, the one whom we respect is not benefited. The one who is giving the respect is benefited. Because when I give respect, you don't get anything, but I get a tremendous joy. See, when you are looking at the Lord Buddha with a respectful attitude, he doesn't get anything. He is just a stone sitting over there. But it is we who respect and revere, we are benefited. See, friends. So the wise man interacts with the world. Elders, they deserve respect and reverence. Then contemporaries, friendliness. Younger than us, forgiveness. And those who are the criminal elements in the society, indifference. We are not here to punish, teach, improve somebody. Keep away, protect yourself. Then alone our mind is at peace. And when our mind is at peace, then alone we are able to see the divine presence in and through the apparent multitude of things and beings. See, Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagarti Sayyami. So who is this wise man? The wise man is a Sayyami, he who has got a perfect control over his mind. Perfection to what extent? 6 sigma. You know 6 sigma perfection? Don't know? I thought I am the only illiterate one. Very happy to see you all. You know, in the aeronautic industry, the perfection is expected to be 6 sigma. That is the highest level of perfection. You know, the flying of the aeroplane, making the things flying in the sky, then the what you call space shuttle. There the perfection they expect is okay, 90% the aeroplane will fly. It has to be more than 100%. That's what they call 6 sigma. So Sayyami means the one who has got 6 sigma perfect control over his mind. See? Such a person is able to have a clear focal length adjustment. See? Now what is that adjustment? Try to understand. Take one example. A wise man respects the elders. This example will take. Because he has understood respecting elders is the right way of living. Now the question is, who is elder than me? Again, there are 4 possibilities. One possibility, somebody is elder than age than me. So age-wise somebody is elder. He or she deserves respect. Somebody is elder wealth-wise. He or she deserves respect. Somebody is elder power-wise. He or she deserves respect. And somebody is elder wisdom-wise. Like we find out an excuse how to condemn somebody, a wise person finds an excuse how to respect somebody. See the beauty. You know, yesterday our friend came, your Prime Minister. Yesterday came, you know? Have you seen him? Gordon Brown came yesterday. He came. You have not seen, I can't help you. So when we went for a walk with him, so after he said, Swamiji, always a joy to walk with you. We learn something or the other. I said, hey, how is your wife? Oh, Swamiji, she is gem. I said, yes, I also like her so much. She's really cool. He started telling. Swamiji, she is so perfect. She doesn't need to go to satsanga here and there. She is at peace with herself. I am not. Therefore, I had to run here and there. She is my guru number one. Afterwards, I have learned from all of you. See, it requires a courage and open-heartedness to appreciate somebody's greatness. See, that is called as a wise man. And once you start seeing goodness in others, it is our own mind that is brought out. See? Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayami yasyam jagrati bhutani. The ignorant otherwise people, they are awakened only to the differences. They are unable to see the uniting thread. Many years before, I was on Heathrow Airport and waiting for my next flight. They caught me khada like this and sitting like reading some book. One, must be local Britisher. He came and he said, you seem to be Hindu? I said, yes. You are from India? Yes. Hey, why you guys are fighting between you and Pakistan? Why you fight? I said, same foolishness like you and Ireland people do. Same foolishness. Imitate. What do you mean? I said, yes, foolishness is common. Whether Britishers or Indian, it is like God, all pervading. See, friends, we have to get out of this language and attitude of talking differences and dividing the world. See, friends, this is the basic difference. And we are sometime wise, sometime otherwise, because our wisdom is not steady. Okay? So when we are wise, we, what is there? Everything is so fine, so nice. And then it comes only as an attack, and then again the originality comes out. Because our wisdom is not steady. Therefore, I told you right at the beginning, spiritual practice is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. Walking, talking, sitting, sleeping, eating, not eating, in and through every expression of life, spirituality has to manifest. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. Pashyato munehe, for the wise man. Differences are secondary. The common denominator is primary. Now such a wise man, apuryamānamacala pratishtham samudramāpa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kāmāyam pravishanti sarve sashantimāpnoti na kāmakāmi. Sashantimāpnoti, he attains peace that goes beyond all understanding. His peace cannot be spelled in our language. He is talking, but he is observing silence. He is sleeping, but he is awake. He is taking food, but he is observing fast. He is running around, but he is stable on his seat. All contradictions. See? Sashantimāpnoti. This peace, with us, our Baba is here. His abode, what it is called as? Prashanti Nilayam. We know Ashanti, absence of peace, we all know, established in that. Opposite of Ashanti is Shanti. Both of them cannot stay together. Either there is a Shanti, peace, or Ashanti, no peace. He stays in Prashanti. What is Prashanti? Prashanti is that Shanti, that peace, which cannot be improved upon. Prashanti is that Shanti which cannot be corrupted by anything in this world. See, friends, that is what is called as Sa Shanti Mapnoti, that Prashanti. See? Sa Shanti Mapnoti. Who is that person? Apuryamana Machala Pratishtam Samudramapam Pravishanti Yadvat. Millions of gallons of waters are every moment added to the ocean. But the ocean doesn't grow. He is able to absorb any amount of water poured non-stop. He is at peace. Tadvat, similarly, let all the worldly objects of temptation, indulgence, freely available to this wise man. But he is firmly rooted in his fulfillment. None of the worldly things can ever corrupt him. Sa Shanti Mapnoti. He alone attains peace that passeth beyond all understanding. For us, peace is only like this, Sometimes you must have experienced your machine, suppose, washing machine or dishwasher or the pump, water pump, it is running. And you are working and doing everything. And then for some reason, somebody switches away. The moment they switch off, see, that noise was constantly accumulating in our head. That is the only Shanti we understand. For us, Shanti means absence of Ashanti. It is not positive. Prashanti is that Shanti. It is not absence, it is positive. See, friends, Sa Shanti Mapnoti. He to whom nothing can be added and nothing can be taken away. Where this equation is applied, infinite plus minus anything is equal to infinite. As long as, take this hall, if somewhere there is one rat dead, rotting, the whole hall will be stinking. If you have a nice fragrance, agarbatti here and there, everywhere, aha, how fresh it is. But in the total space, let the whole world rot. Nothing happens. Infinite cannot be improved upon or destroyed. So Shanti Mapnoti. The foundation of this wise man is no more living as an individual. Be very attentive. I give you example. Bulb, light and electricity. The other wise man lives as a bulb. A seeker tries to live as a light. The wise one is living as electricity. See, friends. Sa Shanti Mapnoti. The same thing Patanjali says. Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. Efforts are always in the kingdom of finite. In the infinite, efforts have no place. The earth The waters, the fire and the air move in the space. Space does not move. Earth has to go somewhere. Water has to go somewhere because they are finite. In the same manner, the wise one established in his infinite blissful conscious being. To him, nothing can be added, and there is no fear something will be lost. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. 9th chapter, Bhagavan says, Ananya Shintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Those who are merged in me without any limitation of time, space and object, I take care of their needs and I protect them. This promise of the Lord is demanding erasing our individuality and merging in the Absolute. Whether we talk yoga of Patanjali or devotion of the devotee or the knowledge or the wisdom, all of them mean the same thing. They are not different. Apuryamana jala pratishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kama pravishanti sarve. All the desires are submerged. Desire free existence. So shanti mapnoti. Now just observe your own experience. In the deep sleep, we are functioning, living at zero desire level. And therefore, all bliss. The moment we are identified with our body, we are functioning at a very high desire level. Therefore, higher the desire level, lesser the bliss and more the blisters. See? Life is a big tragedy. I want this, I want that, I want this. Somebody once asked Baba this thing. Swami, I want peace. I am very miserable. I want peace. And he is so cool. He said, wait a minute. Tell little slowly what you want. I want peace. He said, look here. From this sentence, remove I and want. What remains? See? These are the two factors. One is the want, second is the I. Remove these two. A wise man lives in this world without claiming that he is wise. Through him, wisdom is expressing. And what is the wisdom? Living in this world at zero desire level. Sashanti mapnoti na kama kami. But the one who is kama kami, who is the desirer of desires, he can never attain peace. See? Desires are like Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to give the example. Desires are like the eczema itch. Those who had gone through that divine experience, they know that when you scratch this eczema itch, it is not painful. It is joyful. Other person starts feeling disgusted. Stop that. It is a bleeding. Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Khujli Rupam. Itching, In the same manner, mental itch is called as desire. Yes, observe it. Wherever there is itch, scratch, we are never short of time. You may be cutting the chilies and you get a scratch on your nose. Do you say, no, I'll scratch later? There also. See, you are never short of time when there is an itch. Desire is like an itch. See? And our whole life is spent only for one thing, fulfilling the desires, not knowing. Fulfilling desires never lead to fulfillment in life. See, friends. And we are all seeking fulfillment in life. Alas, we have misplaced search. Searching happiness, but running after the objects. Searching wisdom, running after knowledge. Wisdom is nowhere outside. It is in your own inquiry. Therefore, Sashanti mapnoti na kama kami. The wise man has known these things. Therefore, vihaya kaman yes sarvan pumans charati nispruhaha nirmamo nirhankaraha sashanti madigacchati. Now here, Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives a conclusion kind of thing. He says, Yaha Puman, that person, which person? He who is living a lively life, not somehow living because doesn't have the courage to die. No. Every moment should be lived fully. See? When you are taking food, enjoy every bite. When you are sleeping, snore away. Let the whole house be shaken. Doesn't matter. Enjoy every moment. When you are walking, enjoy the walk. See? Then you are all the time in the divine tune. Yeah, that is what is called as man. All others are only pigeons. So, Yaha Puman. Now, how does he move in this world? Sarvan Kaman Vihaya. He is carrying no luggage of desires on his head. Sarvan Kaman Vihaya, giving up all desires. Then Nispruhaha, without any expectation from anything or anybody. See? More the expectations, higher is the possibility of disappointments. See? Lesser the expectations, lesser the possibility of disappointment. No expectations, all happiness. See? When you get your salary, you are not happy. But if you get a bonus, you may get only 100, but that is more than enough. And bonus we always spend to enjoy. We never save bonus. Every day in our life is a bonus given to us. Vihaya sarvan kaman pumacharati nispruhaha. And yet he has no expectations of any kind. About this I will give example what it means. I had a friend, I don't know where is he now. I went to his house and we together went. This happened in Bombay many years before, 30 years, 35 years. And he had a small daughter, very cute. She was very fond of me. So, I like chaos. So cheerful, That house where there is no chaos, it is not a house, it is a hospital. Chaos is the beauty of every house, So when I went to their house, and we were going together out, myself and my friend. So I thought, let me play fool. So I took that girl. I said, hey, we are going out Don't you tell your dad to get something for you, chocolate or something like that? Yes, I'll tell. Dad, when you come back, kindly get me a big chocolate bar, okay? Okay, darling. We went. We came in the evening. And I knew he has not purchased. So I said, no, it's a good chance. So I went to the child. I said, hey, go and ask your daddy chocolate bar. You told in the morning you forgot. No, I had not forgotten. Go and ask them. She came. Dad, I told you chocolate in the morning. Did you get? And I knew it was not purchased. No, darling, I have forgotten. And the child very coolly went away and started playing. My plan failed. I thought now she will become angry and cry and daddy, you are like daddy saying you go and get right now, like that. There is good fun in that, isn't it? But the child came and coolly she started playing. And when I was defeated, I can't take the defeat. So I went to her. I said, hey, your daddy did not bring chocolate for you and you just kept quiet. Swamiji, I have given my daddy 100% discount. If he has brought the chocolate, then it was a surprise. If he has not brought, this is expected. Even the child understands. The moment you expect anything, you suffer in life. This See, this is the foundation on which we move around the world giving talks. We have no expectation that the audience will improve. If we go with this mood around the world that we are talking and running around and the people don't change, then you are digging your own grave. See, nispraha, no expectation of any kind, the wise lives. And nirmamaha, nirahankaraha. You know, when that Katrina happened in New Orleans, in USA, it took more than 6 months for settling the conditions there. In 2005, there was a tremendous deluge in Bombay, where all my books, cassette CDs worth about 25 lakhs were completely destroyed. It was such a terrible thing. In spite of all that, the whole Bombay came to normal in 3 days. See, USA is overdeveloped country. India is a never developed country. See the difference. Now what is the difference? In USA, everybody expects government to do something. In India, they know government does nothing. So we do ourselves. See, friends, once you understand this principle, expectation creates problems in life. Nispraha. Umachati nispraha. Therefore, nirmamaha. No more carrying the load of the past memories. Nirahankaraha. Nirahankaraha means what? He who does not carry the load of the past, he does not have the ego. What is an ego? Ego is talking about our past experiences. You come in the utter present, you have nothing to talk. This I experienced in one of my journey. I was going somewhere by train and one person came in front of me and started, oh Swamiji, I am very happy you are here. Now I would like to talk to you and ask you some questions. I said, my God, now 28 hours is going to eat my head. So how to protect myself? I took out my rosary from my pocket and told him, I am doing japa, so I will not talk. Okay, please don't mind. Tell something about you. Okay? And I was doing japa. And that is what every old man wants, somebody to listen. So he started. My grandfather was staying there and that means I had to listen 3 generations now. When he started from his grandfather and blah 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 continued and finally my children told me you go to that place and I got into this train and in between to inspire him I used to say really? So he'll get more inspired. And then ultimately I came and sat in front of you, and you asked me to tell about me, and this is what I told. Then what happened? See? The moment you come in utter present, you have nothing to talk. See? That is why wise people don't talk, because they have nothing to talk. In the utter present, alone, life discovers fulfillment. It is for this purpose we told you, when you sit for meditation, only remain aware of your breathing. Because think we can about the past, about the future. You cannot breathe in the past or in the future. You can breathe only in the present. And that time the mind may run here and there, therefore, put a lead to the mind, the dog that the mind is. Then start counting down. See? With due practice, you will learn the art of remaining in the present. And when you start remaining in the present, your mind is absolutely empty. Empty of your body identification. When the mind has dropped the load of the body, the mind merges in the totality. Total mind is God. Individual mind is devil. It is the total mind which is responsible for our digestion, our blood circulation, our physiology, our metabolism. It is conducted by the total mind. But I versus you is conducted by the individual mind. And the individuality becomes stronger and stronger when we are all the time either living in the past or worrying about the future. This is how the ego is developed. Ego is not a reality. So, Pumanscharati nispruhaha, then nirmamo nirankara sa shantim adhigacchati. He adhigacchati means he knows. He alone knows what is the meaning of shanti or peace. Others only talk about peace, but they don't know what peace is. For them, peace is, I am observing mauna, don't disturb me. Then you go and sit there. Then there is a slate and something, write your question. Mahatma ji, since how many years you are observing mauna? Last 25 years. Okay. In these 25 years, how many questions you have replied? Many. Then is it called as mauna? Are you challenging me? See, friends, as I told you on the foundation of Bhagavad Gita, mauna is when you stop talking to yourself, not to the world. Observe this, how much we talk to ourselves. We only bring the question, we only answer, we only... Stop talking to yourself. You are in the present. Uma charti nispruha nirmamo nirahankaraha sashanti madhigacchati. Esha brahmi sthiti partha nainam prapi vimuyati stitva syamanta kale brahma nirvana mruchati. This is Esha brahmi sthiti. This is the fulfillment in life. See? Thereafter, Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati 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 eva bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. Thereafter, it doesn't matter whether you are sitting in meditation or you are walking on the road, whether you are observing fast or you are enjoying your food. These things do not touch this wise man who is established in identity with the divine presence. He has attained fulfillment. See, friends, and the teacher says, Stitvasyam antakalepi. Even if this happens just 2 seconds before death, you are already merged in the Absolute. So don't worry when it will happen. It is not our botheration. When you understand the truth is beyond time, we will never ask a question when it will happen. When we transcend the time, where it will happen, this question is redundant. Stitva syamanta kalepi brahma nirvana mricchati. He merges in the Absolute. And after having merged in the Absolute, he doesn't die. Then, now take an example to understand. Wave looking at another wave and constantly fighting, jealousy, competition, achievement, failure, friends and enemy and whatnot. Then the wave stops its attention towards the other waves and focuses attention towards the ocean. Will the wave compete with the ocean? Will the wave be jealous of the ocean? Then the wave will surrender to the ocean. And when the wave surrenders to the ocean, all the problems of relative existence disappear. See, friends, and one peculiar thing, ocean can become the wave, wave cannot become the ocean. The wave dissolves in the ocean. Coming to this position in life is a great master is born. But this is not enough. Then next step, ocean comes to discover that essentially he is water. Ocean is only a word. Wave is only a word. When we are surfing on the waves, we are surfing on the waters. When we jump into the ocean, we are jumping into the waters. So the waters are called by 2 names. Ocean, the cause, wave, the effect. And once the ocean has reached the waters, then from the water standpoint, there is nothing like ocean. There is nothing like wave. Therefore, water is not afraid of drowning in the ocean and breaking in the waves. When I met water, I said, as a wave you are so cute, but as an ocean, terrible, I am afraid of you. Water said, excuse me gentlemen, what is this waves? I have never seen. And what is this ocean? What is called as ocean? From the absolute standpoint, relativity is only a mirage. It has no value. So shanti mapnoti nakama kami, and this is called as Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Nainam Prapi Vimuhyati. Be very attentive. What he says, once you recognize this, there is no fall second time. See, like we all have learned sometime or the other, either riding a bicycle or swimming. You never forget your swimming or riding a bicycle, even if you don't ride for next 50 years. You will never forget it. Do you know why? Because we don't learn riding or swimming by mind. Forgetfulness is in the mind. See, friends, in the same manner, we come to cognize our divine presence not through the mind, intuitively, wherein the intervention of sense organs and mind is not involved at all. This experience only once gained, and having gained it once, it never gets corrupted. See, nayanam prapya vimuyati. There is no practice required. If you are doing asanas, don't do them for a 6 months time. Thereafter, you can't do it perfectly. You do pranayam on a regular basis, stop for 1 year, then you forget whether left nose or right nose or mouth or ears. I don't know. See, but recognition of your own being once is ultimate. Sthitva syamanta kalepi brahma nirvana mrichati. He has merged in the absolute, although playing the drama of life through the relativity. Therefore, the wise people live here like on the stage. On the stage, what happens? There is only acting happening, no reaction. Therefore, the wise people only act in this world. They don't react. Otherwise, people react, they never act. So, whenever we have reacted, we are otherwise. Whenever we are acting, we are wise. For example, now, we are acting as if we are going to live this life. So we are wise now. See, friends, come to discover this joy of just being. Life is fulfilled. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat
Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.